It's DJ My Time in the mix.
Mm, 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 mm. Hello, hello, hello. It is Mega, aka the Art Messiah, here to save you from your art sins. Welcome back to another art stream where we work on art, chat, talk, and chill. Sorry for the bad humming at the beginning. That is a habit of mine, and I will probably continue to do it throughout the stream. However, we've got some artwork to finish up tonight, so we're going to be doing some final line work and some final colors, and just doing some final compositing work, basically, to wrap this piece up and ship it off to my client. So hopefully you guys will have some fun drawing with me. So welcome in. How are you guys doing tonight? And feel free to update me on whatever it is that you're working on, whether it be projects, homework, art, music. I love to hear all about it. And if people have some interesting things that they want to talk about, bring that in. I think I have maybe a few things that I want to talk about, but as per usual, sometimes I forget because I just get into the process of drawing. But we'll see. We're going to try to make this one a fun one. It's been a little bit of time. I've done 2 conventions in the meantime, and so there's probably some stuff that I can talk about with that. Before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I make a post on Instagram to let people know that yes, indeed, we are live. And once that's done, then we're going to start to do some drawing. We're going to do the final line work, y'all. So if you guys want to see me work on that, you've come to the right place. All right, fam, let's do this, okay? We're doing line work. What do we do when we do line work? I'm gonna show you. Line work is on our top layer up here. We're just going to go ahead and turn off that color background for right now. And I'm going to drop this in here. Just going to duplicate this entire layer. And we're just going to merge this layer. All right. So the idea here is to chisel away at these lines. Although part of me is thinking maybe I just erase the lines completely instead of chiseling away at them. So we're gonna do a mix. Once we get into kind of a flow here, then we're gonna Okay, so when drawing female faces, a tip that I have found to be useful is to round your edges more. And of course, that is not like universally true, but if you are wanting to make things look a little bit more feminine instead of masculine, then rounding out those edges is going to help you kind of complete that look.
go on and on. Can't understand how it lasts so long. I must have superpowers. Rap 225,000 hours. Get it calculated, do the math. I made 1,000 songs that made you move your ass. And for the last 300 months, I made 16 albums to be on the front. And they bump. When you get your beats, I heard 93 rappers say just like me. 2 singers and 10 comedians, and I'm still gon' yell it every time you see me in. What's my favorite word? Why they gotta say it like short? You know they can't play on my court. Can't hang with the big dog, stay on the court. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Where you get that from? Where am I still from? Let me get that fun. MC 8 ball and MKG. Spitting that P to the IMP. Bun B, that's Texas, baby. Ballin' G, that's Memphis, baby. Short dog, that's Oakland, baby. Ain't nothing but trippin' these days, G. My niggas see got locked up, but these real hoes still know they got the fuck. Give a fuck, nigga, what you say. Short dog, fuck with UGK. Do you blow the whistle?
I apologize for the language. But sometimes I forgot that there was language in this mix for some of the songs. So I'll try to skip where I can. What's up? What's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. So yeah, just working on this piece. It's gonna be a thumbnail for this podcast, and this podcast is about discussing books, literature. But what's gonna happen is that these two individuals both have their own favorite genres of story, and so they're gonna bring in their favorite genre, and the other person is going to bring in theirs, and so they're gonna talk about a whole bunch of different types of stories and what they think about it, do a little bit of analysis, and that's all I know so far. I'm going to kind of see how it turns out, but when I know more about it, I'm going to update you guys. But this is my sister and her friend, so you already know I'm going to support. But yeah, we're just doing the final line work right now, and once our final line work is done, then we are going to move into making sure the colors look really good. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take down these colors a little bit. And when I do that, it lets me see the line work a little bit clearer, which is going to be good for this section right here, because again, we're trying to create the cleanest artwork I possibly can. Now the lines don't have to be perfectly crispy, but just a little bit more crispy than they were before. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that like edge up there. And I think we're going to do like a faint line to show like the binding, something like that. Give me 1 second. But yeah, so I did do a commission last 2 weekends ago. I did some tabling, did some art there. Because last weekend I was at DreamCon, which, guys, it was pretty amazing. I was there just to attend this year instead of tabling, which was great because literally the weekend before I was. So it was a nice kind of reprieve, I guess, you know. Just got to kind of kick it and chill and just be there with friends. So I did appreciate that, taking that break and just recuperating a little bit. But what was unfortunate for the con before that actually was getting over a sickness, and y'all can probably hear it in my voice. I still kind of am, which is actually pretty wild because it's been going on for a little minute. In any case, DreamCon was really cool. We met some people. We ran into Crystal Chanel, and she took a selfie with us. It was very quick, just kind of like on the spot, because I think she was arriving and we were coming down off the elevator and about to go hit up the convention hall. But it's still cool. We ran into her. We went to some of the panels. They were all pretty lively, pretty fun. Let me go ahead and turn on these colors real quick just to kind of see what I'm doing. Okay. But yeah, the panels were pretty cool. We did a panel called Ox Wars, and yo, what's up, Paige? Hello, hello. This live seems pretty dead. Well, we typically don't have that many people in here. We just have a couple regulars, but welcome in, welcome in. This stream is very just kind of close-knit. What we do is we use this as a co-working space, and we give updates on the projects that we're working on and struggles that we might be having with art, or just kind of, I don't know, art as kind of like a career or as a hobby. And it's really just for the fun of it. For myself, I use this as accountability time where I get artwork done every week. So you can use the space however you like. I personally like smaller streams because they're a little bit more intimate, a little bit more personal. But there's so many talented artists and streamers out there. So if you know of some others, feel free to recommend them for the other viewers as well. They can check out some other artists. And for myself too, I do like seeing a whole bunch of different styles of art and artists. So thanks for dropping in. Thank you. Let me double check that my voice is going. It looks like my microphone is on. Can you verify if you can hear me or not? That being said, are you an artist, a hobbyist, just kind of here because the art look cool? What kind of stuff are you into? All right, so this is what things are looking like if we turn up the colors. But we're working on line work right now, so we have the colors turned down so we can see our lines a little bit better. I'm gonna bump up the volume just for a second. All right, so this is what, yeah, it looks like I do have audio, so cool, cool, cool. But yeah, where was I? Welcome in, of course. I see a few new viewers popped up, so welcome in, welcome in. How are you guys doing? How's your night going? I was just talking about my time at DreamCon, and I was about to talk about my table, my art table that I had at Animate Columbus. Animate is a new convention that has, I think, just started in the past like 2 or 3 years. I did the first one that they hosted at Columbus last year, actually. So that was pretty cool to do a new con and be the first person, the first guinea pig, kind of doing that kind of thing. All right, Paige says, yeah, I'm kinda an artist myself. I could take inspiration though. What kind of art do you do? Do you like drawing, painting? Do you like comics? Do you like doing character work, backgrounds? What kind of things do you enjoy? I am always taking inspiration from artists. I feel like my style is always growing, and I feel like there's always more for me to learn. Art is such a big field, and there is so much to master if you want to, right? You can, I don't want to say go easy the route, but you can stop just like at doing characters. But it's like limitless what you can do with art. You can draw buildings, cars, environments, natural things, organic things. And then once you master those things, you start creating your own stuff too. Like, I don't know if I'll ever get bored with drawing because it's basically a direct way to communicate ideas from your head, that come from your head, and just bring those out into the world. So I really, really, really do enjoy the drawing process. I'm at this stage, well actually I think everyone should always be at the stage, but I'm at the stage where I learn from reference and then I try drawing some of my own. And the drawing from reference is for me to pick up new design language and to understand new concepts. And then the drawing from the imagination is me saying, hey, there's something in my head that I want to bring to real life, right? I'm actually thinking about posting a speed paint. So how do you do speed paints? I've seen different types. I've seen people like do time lapses. Sometimes people post their Procreate version. Or are you the kind of speed paint person that is just painting like actually fast and it's not sped up? And you post like a whole, maybe 30 minutes, an hour. What style do you like, or what style do you have of posting that? Also, how popular are speed paints now? I've seen a lot of people like create like quick time-lapse version of their art on like social media. But I wonder what it's like on YouTube these days. I remember speed paints, like I would just always see a lot of those and I don't see as many. And I don't know if it's because it's my algorithm that's like different and other people are still getting that kind of stuff, or maybe it's something different, I'm not sure. Alright, so we're gonna work on this hand quite a bit, so we're actually gonna erase like all of it. I know, very bold, but it's okay. It's gonna just make this process faster for me. I usually record a normal video and speed up using an app. Nice. That's been my approach too. I don't have that many speed paints on this channel yet. As of recent, I've really just been focused on doing these live streams because, like I said before at the beginning, like this is accountability for me. This is for me to finish up work and to not keep on putting it off. And so like it's not too difficult to be on stream and get this stuff done. But my problem is I always forget to record, and so therefore I can't create the time lapse because I don't have any recording of it. But I do have, I think, a time lapse of me drawing like Gon and Killua from Hunter x Hunter. I think that's about like it though. So the thing about realism, it is skill-based, but it's also very patient-based. To achieve realism, you need to spend a lot of time reworking the proportions and the details, and that just takes time to like get down. What's best to get better at realism is really probably obvious advice, but it is to draw from real life and take your time. To be honest with you, my preference is actually drawing in a more cartoony style, simplified style. And I'm kind of pulling off this more realistic style because this is a commission. and that's what the commission kind of calls for. But can't say this is like my default style. Sorry guys, I'm still getting over a cold. Sorry for the sniffles. I'm gonna go ahead and admit it. It is so difficult to draw hands. I've gotten way better since when I've started, but there's certain hand positions that no matter what you do, it's just gonna look a little funky. Never tried realism. I only draw cartoons, sometimes anime. Honestly, those are a great starting place to learn drawing because you're drawing simple shapes and you're probably learning a lot of foundations. Even as like a hobby, if you're a hobbyist, I'm not sure what like approach you're taking to art.
It's DJ My Time.
Yeah, I think my preference definitely lies in kind of the cartoons, anime world, but that's also because like I'm trying to create a story that is heavily inspired by anime and cartoons and comics. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of like pulling out these styles a little bit more. So we're gonna add in So it can kind of bulge right here because like all this skin is kind of like coming together. So we're gonna try to show that. I'm struggling, but we're gonna try to show that bulge. And it's gonna come down into that. We're gonna show how like this does that. I don't think I like that gap right there, so we're not going to have it. We're gonna do something like this. Okay, now let's come do some comparison. What are you gonna do after that art? So imagine you're talking about this piece right here. This is honestly going to be it for the night, so hopefully that's like not too much of a disappointment or anything like that. But this is gonna take me just a little bit of time, even though it's not a very complicated piece or anything like that. But the cleanup stage always takes me an hour, 2 hours, maybe even longer, just depending on the complication. So it's really honestly gonna be this. Just gonna be finishing up this. So, welcome back. Yeah, so once we clean up these lines, we are going to clean up the coloring, and we're just going to try to make it look as crispy as possible. The main part that needs to look like really clean is just like the face part. Then a little bit of messiness can kind of come into play with like the body and clothes, because the focus point is going to be the faces. So we want to make sure that it's like a very clean look. Hello, hello, welcome in the wheel. What's up? How's it going? Are you working on anything tonight? But yeah, so 2 weekends ago now, I was at Animate Columbus, and it's gonna be my last art table for a while. I'm gonna be focusing in on a couple other things, mostly work, but also a little bit of just marketing and keeping up with my webcomic Ignition. So I've been doing a really bad job actually promoting it and talking about it a little bit, because I'm releasing pages every Monday, and I got those kind of down on a schedule now, which is great. So it's gonna give me some time to do like the marketing aspect of it, but I've just been kind of busy, a little bit all over the place. So I've been telling myself that I'm gonna, you know, get into a little bit of marketing, but also getting into a little bit of getting more feedback and building up a little bit of support / community around the series. And actually tell people what the objective is now, and now that I have a little bit of the story done, a little bit about how I'm trying to do it, and I put in all the work to kind of showcase how it should come together. Alright, so just here to chill, that's what's up, that's what's up. We got some chill music going. So I kind of found this playlist while I was looking at videos about like fighting games, 2D fighting games, because I was honestly mainly just looking at the artwork for the games. So I ran into this playlist, and I also found out that they are apparently going to be doing a remakes, well, not really remakes, but re-releasing some of the arcade fighting games that never had a re-release. So they were doing or re-releasing Marvel vs. Capcom and like X-Men vs. Street Fighter and like all these arcade fighting games that have been a little bit lost to time. So I thought that was kind of cool. But anyways, I just thought I would share because I thought it was cool. Alright, so I think the lines are good enough for what I'm trying to do for now. If I find any need to clean them up more later, then I will do so, but here's just a little before and after. So as you can see, everything just became a bit sharper. And that's what I wanted. So with that, we can now jump back into these colors and clean those up. And after we clean up those colors, we're gonna put in the official text. And then we are going to wrap up this session, most likely. If we can get through all of that, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, we'll see. So for this piece, I'm kind of going for a pop art style, which means I'm just flattening everything out.
find the groove by patting your feet, or popping your fingers, or clapping your hands, or shaking your heads, or shaking whatever else you want to shake.
Alright, it's looking pretty good, pretty good. Alright. We are I'm looking pretty good here. Keeping in the style of pop art, we're not gonna go into the shading, even though I'm like really wanting to. However, what I'm gonna do is I am gonna colorize the line, some of the lines, and then let's add in that text, and let's call it after that. So just 2 more steps to this whole process. But I think that's looking pretty good, pretty good. The important part right here in thumbnail design is readability, so I think the expressions come through even at a small size. That's the importance for the over-exaggerated over-exaggerated expression and contrast. So we're gonna go back up to the line work layer. Where are you at now? Oh, excuse me. All right, let's add in this text, and we will bring this to a close. So I do appreciate y'all for coming out and hanging. I need to install the font first though, so I'm going to just very quickly hide my screen while I find that font, and then we'll be right back with it. So I'm going to use kind of like a comic book font because pop art really, was developed in the 1950s, kind of around, and comic books were getting a little bit bigger, and pop art is all about the screen tones, the ink lines, and honestly, it's a lot the comic book aesthetic. So we are going to, I forgot what I was just going to do. Oh, we're going to grab the font of comic books, and we're going to install that into my PC. I think Heroes Legend and Comica Axis, Garamond and Digital Strip and Vengeance, Mightiest Avenger, those are going to be the ones that I'd try out first. So let's go ahead and install those fonts. So what you do to install fonts is you go into your computer, Windows, and Fonts. Pretty simple. And then you just drag and drop your TFF files right in there. Okay, so we're gonna start from the top. We're gonna want, yes, Vengeance, Mightiest Avenger. We're gonna go ahead and drop those in. Is it already set up? Do you want to place it? No, actually I don't. Which, if that's the case, then I can maybe go ahead and use that. We're gonna go ahead and turn this to white and black. Great. The thing is though, I don't see it installed. It says I have it installed already, but I don't see it. So what we're gonna do, save that, close out. Give me 1 second while I keep on installing some of these fonts. Alright. going on in the chat? Why are we talking about smelly feet? Alright, there we go. So we are going to go to my most recent, which would be 286 sketch. Alright, we're back on. Let's go ahead and put in this font and close that by 10:30. Let's see here. I think this one's gonna look the best. So we're gonna start with this one, and then we're gonna change to something if this one doesn't work out. Change it to Alright. So we are on the last bit. Okay, we're gonna start with yellow first. We gotta make some decisions. Okay. Anyways, let's make the text color. Let's adjust the text color. Can I change the text color? We want to make it a pop yellow. Can I do that? Okay. Let's try the next font now, which will be Heroes Legend. Alright. Let's try the next one. We got Comica Access. Xyz. It's not bad, but I also don't think it's great. Let's keep on moving. We have Manga Speak. All right. Still just kind of figuring out what I would like. All right. We are gonna go ahead and pause there. Added in some text. Not so sure about it, so this is a great place to stop, because when you are feeling a little uncertain, it is great to take a break and come back and see what you've created and do a little bit of analysis and then kind of take it from there. So that is essentially what we're going to do. And we will come back to this at a later date and a later stage. But we have made some great progress today, figuring out colors and doing line work and adding in text, and that's about all I wanted to do as of today. So I think we did good. I'm just gonna add in black or white. We'll add in as white. All caps. Copy that, make it bold probably. All right. All right, fam, thank you for joining in for another art stream. We do this every Wednesday at 8 p.m. EST. Typically I have some announcements to make at the end, but I can't think of any at the moment. However, if you do want to keep updated, make sure to follow along with my newsletter. I'm going to start updating that again. And if you want to check out my story, head to the link in the description, which will take you to my website, and that is ignitionthecomicseries.com, and you can read all of the scenes that I've made so far. So Anyways, I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for joining in. And until next time, peace, love, and deuces.